And speaking of Florence, September is National Preparedness Month, and FEMA wants you and your family to be ready if or when a natural disaster strikes. We spoke with Katie Fox, an assistant director at FEMA, about their Ready campaign. She said there are some very important questions you need to be asking your family.
What would you do if a disaster struck your area? That could be a house fire, a flood, which is the most common. Where would you go if you needed to leave your house? Does everybody know which neighbor to visit? And then how would you get in touch with each other? Do you have an out-of-town contact that everybody can text so that you all know that you're safe? Everybody may not be home at the same time. And then really making sure that you have a savings account if you at all possibly can.
When you make the switch to WGNT 27 after 7, we are asking Fox about how prepared FEMA is this year. You know, they've been under scrutiny for their lack of response in Puerto Rico following Hurricane Maria. That death toll we now know is in the thousands in the wake of the storm. How she says FEMA is trying to fix their own system. And this is a good time to remind you about this. The Virginia Department of Emergency Management wants you to know your zone. Coastal Virginia now divided up into 4 zones based on areas most vulnerable to flooding caused by a hurricane. If or when evacuation orders are issued, your zone will determine whether you are told to head to higher ground, depending on the flood risk. To find out which zone you live in, look for this story at WTKR.com.